Hello, my name is Nichole Johnson, and I'm explaining Concept Challenge 11.7, which is the plant life cycle through the alternation of generations. Now, the alternation of generations involves two multicellular organisms that alternate in production, where one multicellular organism gives rise to the other, or they precipitate the production of one another. The two multicellular organisms involved are gametophytes and sporophytes. Gametophytes are gamete-producing multicellular haploids produced by the mitosis of gametes or reproductive germ cells. Sporophytes are spore-producing multicellular diploids produced by the mitosis of a zygote cell. The difference between a gametophyte's haploid and a sporophyte's diploid is that a haploid is one set of chromosomes and a diploid is a set of two chromosomes, as shown on the diagram here as N and 2N respectively. The gamete haploid would fuse with another gamete from another plant in the fertilization process to produce the diploid zygote that now has two sets of chromosomes. On that diploid pathway, marked by the faint red arrows on the diagram, the diploid zygote goes through mitosis to develop a diploid sporophyte. That sporophyte will go through the process of meiosis, where it'll produce individual haploid spores being reproductive cells. Now, in the haploid pathway, marked by the blue arrows, those haploid spores will go through mitosis, where they'll develop into gametophytes again and start the whole cycle over. Now, what's the difference between mitosis developing diploids and meiosis developing haploids? Well, essentially, mitosis and meiosis are both cell-dividing reproductive processes, the difference being that mitosis involves somatic cells, or the cells that make up our body, or the plant body in this case. And through its cell division, it produces cells that are identical to itself. On the other hand, meiosis involves germ cells or reproductive cells like gametes, and its cell dividing process produces multiple half cells or haploid cells. So essentially, this alternation is between those haploid gametes and the diploid spores, where the gamete propagated by mitosis will fertilize with another gamete to form the diploid zygote, and then that propagated by mitosis will form into the diploid sporophyte. Then through meiosis, those spores produced by the sporophyte will become haploids again. Mitosis will develop them into gametophytes, which will start the process over again. That is what is meant for the alternation of generations for the plant life cycle. Thank you.